May I please, your lordship? My lord, I beg to mention item number 25. I may be allowed to withdraw the same with liberty to file lordships.
Mr. F. U. Borgia, learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that he has instructions from his client to withdraw this writ petition with liberty to file afresh after rectifying the defects therein. The prayer is not opposed by the learned standing counsel for the education department appearing in this case. As such, this writ petition stands disposed of on withdrawal with liberty of faith.
Lordship, oblige.
May it please your lordship. Item number 58 for motion, my lord.
Yes,
Some development has taken place. I would like to file an additional affidavit. May I pray for tomorrow? I've sought the consent of the other side.
tomorrow, every day you can't have it.
So yesterday I was not mentioning
Then Friday.
Friday. Obliging.
On the prayer of Mr. S. Banik, learned counsel for the petitioner, this matter stands adjourned and shall now be listed again on Friday, give the date by tagging the additional affidavit
To be filed.
to be filed by the writ petitioner during the course of the day.
May I please, your lordship? So I beg to mention item number 13, lordship. Kindly pass over the matter for the day.
Item number 13,
13, lordship, motion matter.
item 13 as paid for by the petitioner's counsel, this matter stands passed.
So can it be taken on Monday, lordship?
List it in the next bit. Yes,
May I
Okay.
please, your lordship? With the consent of other side, lordship, I beg to mention item number 46.
yes. Item number
Item
46.
46, we have to file our affidavit in opposition, lordship. We request some time, lordship. I've
Yeah,
taken the consent.
With the consent of the opposite party, Mr. S.S. Roy learned standing counsel BPCL seeks posting of this matter again
After 3 weeks.
after 3 weeks, so as to enable him to file counter affidavit.
Lordship.
Since the prayer is not opposed, same stands allowed, list the matter accordingly.
Oblige, your lordship.
May it please your lordships. Your lordships, I beg to mention for listing of a matter for withdrawal, your lordships. If it is not inconvenient, can we list it tomorrow?
Friday,
Yes.
May I please, Lordship? I beg to mention for listing on contempt petition, Lordship, on Monday, Lordship.
why? Contempt first time.
No, Lordship, it's order. It's a matter of in the year of 2022, Lordship.
No, you make an application to the registry. Contempt, there is no urgency. You make an application. to
Matter
the-
relating to the.
Rejected. Next matter, please.
Your lordship, I'm praying for listing of a writ petition. The matter was last posted on 4th May.
Hmm.
May come up next week.
Third week of August, third week of
March.
August, yes.
May it please your lordship. I pray for listing of an IA for early hearing, lordship, tomorrow. Lordship, there is an urgency in the matter because lordship, the petitioner's house is on the verge of being collapsed due to the excessive earth cutting activity being done by the hill.
Next week, next week.
Lordship, much obliged.
Next.
May it please, your lordship. My lord, petitioner hearing is a, my lord, sugarcane cultivator. And she is staying in a plot of Sarkari land, my lord, measuring about 3 bighah and 2 katha, 11 lessons, my lord. Now she is coming against the police harassment, my lord.
Yes, who is appearing in this case?
Hearing against the government budget. I am for response number 2.
Last occasion, lordship, this honorable court desire to see the photograph, my lord.
Hmm.
Of the sugar, I have brought it, sugar. There is no road. They have claimed that there is a road towards cremation ground, my lord, but there is no road, my lord. Petitioner is staying in this land more than 50 years, my lord. From childhood, she is there, my lord.
But Ms. P. Burman, counsel is hearing to the petitioner. Here is the averments made in the writ petition. According to the petitioner, she is in occupation of a plot of private patta land.
Sakai land. Sakai land.
Of a plot of Sarkari land. Covered by DAG number 111,
Covered by DAG number 200, my lord.
DAG number 200 of KP patta number,
This is my lord, Sakai land, no KP Patta.
there is no patta, yes. DAG number 200, situated in village,
Village Nawa Bill number 2,
village Nahor Bill.
Nawa Bill.
Nawa Bill. Number 2, Nawai Bill, NOWIBEL, in the district of West Karbi Anglong, alleging undue harassment meted out to her by the Milo police
Outpost.
outpost. The petitioner has approached this court inter alia contending that the police authorities are trying to forcefully evict the petitioner from the land on the pretext of providing pathway to the adjoining cremation grounds.
Cremation ground.
Full stop. In terms of the order dated 21/7/2023, Ms. Burman has produced the photograph of the land to show that there is no pathway over her land. There is no pathway over the land in question leading to the cremation ground. Full stop. Mr.
Lordship,
Huh?
page 29,
Hmm.
there is an
No,
order,
you have to follow the due process of law. That's all.
Fine.
Police cannot have it.
Fine.
Mr.
but there is an order of under 145 CRPC
By-
by SDO Sodder, page 29. Pursuant thereto, that police have acted. So if they are aggrieved, they have to challenge it before the appropriate forum. This is not the right forum, my lord.
Excuse me. Is there an order under?
Yes,
There is
yes,
the order, my
please.
lord, but in this order, the DAG number is shown as 111 and my DAG number is, my lord, 200. Lordship will go through the page number
29,
29,
Lordship,
my lord.
kindly permit.
Annexure F. Annexure F.
Page 29.
Yes.
Yes, my.
Excuse me.
One 144 order, my lord.
Oblique 145 CRPC.
So this order is to appear,
No,
then
then this order said that my second para, the village number 2 under Akhela Karoni PS Moza, however, claims that they have been using the disputed land as road to the cremation ground, which came also be seen into the police report.
but then have you challenged this order?
No, my lord, this is only valid for 2 months or 6 months maximum.
No. The first
and
paragraph
after-
itself, my lord. There is a report of the ARO which says that there is a village road. The first road.
So this order has spent its force.
No, my lord.
No, this
There's
is
the
my
one
lord, as regard to the DAG number 111. DAG number 111, first paragraph, lordship. Donka Revenue Circle, Donka More, as per the
All right,
ARO.
we'll say that they will not act except in accordance with.
My lord, yes.
Mr. A. Bhattacharjee, learned government advocate.
No,
asked-
I am for number 1, revenue and disaster management.
Learned Standing Council Revenue and Disaster Management Department appearing for the respondent number 1 has pointed out the order dated 21/01/2023 passed by the SDO bracket Sadar bracket close West Karbi Anglong, Hamreng to submit that there is already an order passed by the executive magistrate under in a proceeding registered as MR case number 23/2022 under section 144/145 CRPC, and the police is merely acting in terms of the order of the magistrate. First up, responding to the above, Ms. Burman submits that the order dated 21/1/2023 relates to land covered under DAG number 111, whereas the land under occupation of the petitioner is covered by DAG number 200. Stop. Moreover, submits Ms. Burman, the order dated 21/01/2023 having been passed more than 60 days back, the same has already spent its force, and therefore the order cannot be, and therefore the order is not in force as on date. Be that as it may, it appears that there is some dispute over a plot of land under occupation of the petitioner. Full stop. The villagers are seeking pathway over the said plot of Sarkari land leading to the adjoining cremation ground. Full stop. Whether there is a pathway in existence, and if so, whether the same leads to the cremation ground are matters of very factual verification, which cannot be done in a writ petition. However, the police would be obliged to act in such matters in accordance with law. That is, as per a valid order of the court stroke magistrate issuing specific directions in that regard. Full stop. Therefore, without expressing any opinion on the claim of the petitioner, this writ petition stands disposed of at the stage of motion hearing by providing that the respondents by providing that if the respondents propose to act in the matter, then the same shall be done strictly in accordance with law after proper verification of the identity of the land under occupation of the petitioner.
And after hearing the party,
Huh?
after hearing the petitioner.
Opponent can, my lord, under rule 18(2), my lord, we have the power to evict the, my lord.
Yes, after verification,
After
yes.
verification, not. on the
Mr.
case.
J. Chukia, Learned Standing Council KAC is present on behalf of the
Response number 2 and 5.
respond numbers 2 and 5. Who is for 3 and 4? None appears for respond number 3 and 4. Writ petition stands disposed of.
Must have been.
In item number 1, yes, some is something from. Item number.
All right.
In item number 1, Lordship.
So are you appearing or are you not
I'm
appearing?
appearing for 3 and 4, Lordship.
Then
That's all.
Mr. So-and-so appears for 3 and 4.
And the name GSM is on the cause.
Yes, but we have disposed of the writ petition. Yes. We return it back. Yes.
May I please, your lordship. Lordship, matter related to D Bhutan, my lord. Petitioner name marked as a D in the Bhutan list of 1997, my lord, page 22, my lord. In this regard, we have made an application before this deputy commissioner to remove the D, my lord. And page 23, my lord.
The lordship has passed similar order in this cases, disposing of the matter, giving direction to the department concerned. I am submitting a copy of lordship.
Yeah, this is. Yes, it is.
Any reference case pending?
No, my lord,
As per here, this is the first time it is coming, your lordship.
My lord,
He has produced the report, your lordship, of the SP, which saying that there is no reference. case
there is no
pending.
reference, my lord, but it is, my lord. Well, that is, my lord, page 29, my lord. In 30, serial number 14, Usman Guni. There is no reference was made against me, my lord. The reference not part of the no. I will reference one of the one of the. Okay.
Right, you take down heard Mr.
F.A. Hassan.
F.A. Hassan, Learned Counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. Also heard Mr.
AI Ali.
A.R. Ali.
AI Ali.
A.I. Ali, Learned Standing Counsel, Election Commission of India,
Respond number 2, 4 and 5 and 7.
appearing for the respond numbers 2, 4, 5 and 7. Mr. C.K.S. Borua, Learned Learned Government Advocate Assam has appeared for respond numbers 3, 6 and 8. Full stop. None has appeared for respond number 1. Full stop. The case of the petitioner, in short, is that his name was included in the voters list of 1996, but in the list prepared in the year 1997, the petitioner was shown as within quotes D voter category, shown in the D voter category. Full stop. It is the case of the petitioner that he had made several inquiries with the authorities, including the respond number 8, that is SP border, Gwalpara, to ascertain the reason as to why his name was included in the D voter category, but to no avail. First of the petitioner has therefore approached this court by filing this writ petition, seeking a direction upon the respondents to delete his name from the D voter category. Full stop. Mr. Borbuya, learned counsel for the petitioner, has invited the attention of this court to the letter dated 6/10/2018 issued by the respond number 8 to submit that there is no reference case pending against the petitioner before any foreigners tribunal, and therefore there is no justifiable ground to continue the petitioner in the category of D voter. Full stop. Mr. Ali, on the other hand, has produced a copy of the judgment and order dated 17/5/2016, passed by the division bench of this court in WPC number 155/2016, disposing of a similar matter by submitting that since there is no reference case pending against the petitioner, his case may also be considered by the authorities in the light of the order dated 17/5/2016, passed by the division bench. Full stop. I have considered the submissions made at the bar and have also gone through the materials available on record. After that, double tick of the order. Double tick is disposed of. Yes.
Item 3.
May I please your lordship? My lord, this is a matter relating to acquisition of land for national highway. Actually, there are two issues involving in this writ petition. The first issue is that in the year 2020, notification was published for acquisition, and I was in possession of 3 plots of land. 2 plots are patta land, 1 plot is AP land. And accordingly, notice was published against the original owner, although I am been possessing the land since 1978. Thereafter, I made an application. My lord may kindly come to Annexure 3, page 19. This is my application saying that I am in possession and all 3 plots were purchased by me. And thereafter,
Counsel for the writ petitioner, alleging inaction on the part of the respondents in paying just compensation for the plot of land belonging to the petitioner, which was acquired for the purpose of construction of
national highway, extension of national highway.
Construction oblique extension of national highway. The instant writ petition has been filed seeking a writ of mandamus. Stop. I have perused the amendments made in the writ petition. Issue notice returnable in 6 weeks. Who is appearing for whom?
Lordship, I am appearing for 234.
Nobody for Union of India.
Yes, my lord, I am appearing for respondent number 1 on behalf of Mr. SP Chaudhary.
Mr.
SP Chaudhary.
Oh, Sabyasachi also, SP Chaudhary.
Then you write, Mr. SP Chaudhary, Lalit receive appears and accepts notice for respondent number 1. Mr. CKS Boro, Lalit GA Assam for respondent number 234. Mr. R.K. Talukdar, Lalit Standing Council, National Highway Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited for respondent numbers 5 and 6. As such, service of notice upon respondent numbers 1 to 6 is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copy of the read petition, requisite in numbers, be furnished to the Learned Standing Council. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice upon respondent numbers 7 to 12 by registered post with AD within a week from today.
Item 4.
May I please the lordship? The lordship, a matter pertains to the inaction of registered Kazi lordship for non-registering of divorces of the petitioner. Lordship, the effect of the case is that the petitioner got married with the respondent number 4, who is the wife of the petitioner.
This is a civil bench 4 matter, perhaps.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Single form.
civil bench court.
It has been pointed out at the bar that this read petition pertains to civil bench 4, but has been wrongly listed before this court today. Register to verify and list this matter before appropriate bench.
Obliged.
Item 5. Item 5.
So we have perhaps the question of title is there. Question of title is there, Lordship.
But none appears for the petitioner call, the matter stands adjourned for a week.
Item 6.
May I please, Lordship? My lord, this case relates to the conversion of patta, my lord, from e-patta to periodic patta, my lord. To that effect, Deputy Commissioner and Circle Officer has submitted report that your lordship will see annexure 2, my lord, is the report from Circle Officer to the Deputy Commissioner. Then page 22.
No, similar matter. Similar of the task.
No.
The notice has to go here.
Only one thing, my lord, I may be permitted to correct, my lord. I missed by typing mistake, my lord. Instead of 2 katha, mistakenly I put 10 katha
You can't do it. By pen,
by pen.
you can't do it. Those days are gone.
So anyway, I'll file appropriate petition. Notice may be issued.
There is a circular issued last month.
Lordship, and I see, just now I.
Heard Mr. Jay Volvian, counsel appearing for the read petitioner. Peruse the amendments made in the petition. By filing this read petition, a prayer has been made for issuing a direction upon the respondents for conversion of within course T periodic patta unquote land under occupation of the petitioner to within course periodic patta by following the prescribed procedure. Mr. Borbia further submits that there is a report of the Deputy Commissioner of Dibrugarh District which supports the claim of the petitioner. Mr. A. Bhattacharjee, Learned Standing Council, Revenue and Disaster Management Department, Assam, as well as Mr. C.K.S. Borua, Learned GA Assam, have prayed for some time to obtain instruction in the matter. Issue notice returnable in 4 weeks since Mr. Bhattacharya has accepted notice for respondent number 1 and Mr. C.K.S. Borua for respondent numbers 2 to 4. No formal notice is required to be sent in this case. Extra copy of the read petition, requisite in numbers, be furnished to the Learned Standing Council so as to enable them to obtain instruction facilitating disposal of the writ petition at this stage of admission.
Pendency of the case may not be barred.
Pendency of the writ petition before this court shall not be a bar for the authorities to redress the grievance of the petitioner in accordance with law, if so advised.
In this case, my lord, land was allotted my lord in the year 1959 to the petitioner's father lordship. He was the refugee lordship. Now the cost of the land, my lord, as in the form of premium was my lord paid lordship. It was debited from the loan lordship. Now after the death lordship, during his lifetime, he paid for my lord given final patta lordship. That was not done lordship. After the death, my lord, by process, the my lord land was re-allotted, my lord, at this 65, my lord. Proposal was submitted by the deputy commissioner. My lord, value of the land was again, my lord, fixed, my lord, that is 100%, my lord, premium is required to be paid lordship. My lord, challenging that part, my lord, as regards premium lordship, the petitioners are before the lordship, my lord.
Basically,
And the
lordship,
application was also submitted.
we are agreed to give the allotment to him, but thing is, he has to pay the amount of the, yes, premium of the land also. And we say things is too high for him. So
Yes.
that is the case.
That cannot be decided by. the-
My lord, I submitted application lordship, that was not all decided lordship. My lord, since 15, my lord, 2015.
What is the amount of premium?
My lord, that is a 34, my lord, lakhs per bigha lordship. My lord, the petitioners, the petitioner has to pay, petitioners have to pay lordship 8 lakhs, my lord, 50,000 lordship. My lord, there, my lord,
The land is
Almost-
situated where?
my lord, it is Bongaigaon lordship.
By townland,
Yes, lordship.
Basti land.
Yes, lordship.
Or
My lord,
you
a colony was there, refugee colony was there, lordship. There, my lord, earlier, my lord, the cost of the land was paid, lordship. Kindly page 38, kindly see, lordship.
Hmm.
My lord, it was allotted to the name of the petitioners, to the
34
petitioner's
lakhs
father,
per
lordship.
No, there are 3 petitioners.
My lord, yes, sons of Nitai Padas, my lord, allotted is son. My lord, 38 is the Nitai Padas Sutradhar, lordship. He expired in 2020, lordship. Thereafter, my lord, it was, my lord, allotted in the name of the petitioners, my lord, he is legal years, lordship. My lord, since 1959, my lord,
No, there was a patta in the name of the.
my lord,
predecessor.
allotment was the patta was, final patta was not granted, lordship.
Where is the allotment?
At page 38, lordship.
Allotment made in the year 2000, 1959.
59, lordship.
59. And
What was the premium? At that?
Premium lordship, that was rupees 154, lordship. Kindly see page 45.
Hmm.
My lord, bond was submitted, my lord, loan was granted, my lord. From that loan, my lord, rupees 155 was debited, lordship.
So what is the basis for this calculation, 8,50,000?
what's the basis here, lordship? The said proposal submitted by the, lordship may see page number 65, lordship, that is the report, proposal for allotment of land. I just read out, lordship, with reference to subject, I have the honor to submit here the proposal for allotment settlement of land in favor of Arun Sutradhar. So and so the said proposal submitted by the circle officer Bongaigaon against the plot of land measuring 1/5 lakhs covered by Dark number so and so village. The SDLC Land Advisory Committee meeting held on 29/4/15 approved the land measuring 0 bigha 1/5 lakhs of height resolution so of District Land Advisory Committee meeting so and so dated 15/5/2015. The valuation of the said land is 54 lakhs. 34, yes, no, 34, sorry, the 34 lakhs per bigha. Therefore, it is requested to take necessary steps for approval order for settlement of the proposal of the land at the rate 8,50,000 only for 0 bigha 1/5 lakhs. So as to how this calculation has been made, that is not here, lordship. Otherwise, it is in the Bongaigaon town, that area, lordship, where
Alright. Heard Mr. M.H. Ahmed, Land Council appearing for the writ petitioners, full stop. As per the case projected in the writ petition, a plot of land measuring 8/5 acres was originally allotted in the name of predecessor and interest of the read petitioners, that is Nitai Pada Sutradhar. Full stop. After the death of Nitai Pada Sutradhar, the petitioners being in his legal heirs has pursued the matter. Full stop.
Any particulars?
By the letter dated 7/8/2015, the authorities had conveyed their decision to allot the land in favor of the petitioners herein on payment of premium of rupees 8,50,000. Full stop. The petitioners are before this court alleging that the amount of premium demanded by the respondents is exorbitant and without any valid basis. Full stop. Mr. CKS Borua, learned government advocate Assam, prays for some time to obtain instruction and file affidavit indicating the basis on which the calculations of premium has been made in respect of the land in question. In view of the above, issue notice of motion returnable in 4 weeks since Mr. CKS Borua has appeared. Who is for respondent number 1? Please, Mr. H. Gupta, Lana CGC has accepted notice for respondent number 1. Mr. CKS Borua for respondent numbers
2, 3, 5, 6.
2, 3, 5.
No,
6,
for 3 and 4, I'm appearing.
Okay, then fine. 2, 5, 6,
6,
7, 8.
7 and 8, and Ms. N. Bordeloi, Learned SC Revenue Department Assam for respondent numbers 3 and 4. Service of notice is deemed to be complete in this case. Extra copies of the repetition, requisiting numbers, be furnished to the Learned Department of Council so as to enable.
I have item 40, 14 and 22, my lord, same issue, lordship. My lord, same issue, lordship.
There are 3 matters here in the conversation.
14 and 22, lordship.
14 and 22, so and so.
Only my lord, date of allotment is 13/8, lordship, 2015.
Date of?
Date of proposal, lordship, 13/8/2015. Instead of my lord, in place of 7/8/2008.
They are also same. Their father
Same,
is
lordship,
same.
all my lord, same.
Nitai Pada is the father.
Yes, Nitai Pada is father, second 14, my lord, is the, his father was my lord, his father also, my lord. 14, my petitioner's father.
What is the name of the petitioner's father?
Petitioner's father is lordship,
Profullo Dutta.
Profullo Datta.
Why are you saying same?
That's what lordship.
Date of allotment of his father's name.
Profullo Datta.
Economic discovery. List along with. Yeah.
My lord. In 22 lordship, I'll submit my details. 22 also lordship.
What is the name of the father?
Name of the father lordship.
Amount is same.
Lordship, same lordship. My lord, only that is not in 22, it is different amount lordship. Land is one kata 7 lessa lordship. 1 kata 7 lessa. Father is lordship. His father is Kalasan Saha.
Interpretation.
Valuation is same lordship. Allah lordship.
Yes.
May I please, lord?
My lord, recently a direction was passed by the Honorable Supreme Court, my lord, that directing the, my lord, Central Register, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, my lord, to release the, my lord, the depositors fund of the Shara group of, my lord, companies. And herein, my lord, the petitioners, my lord, total 5 petitioners. They invested almost, my lord, 75 lakh rupees in the Shara group of companies. They made representation, my lord, to the corporate ministry, my lord, Central Register of cooperative register. So herein, my lord, my only fear is that, my lord, a direction be issued to the, my lord, the respondent, my lord, the register, the Central Register of Cooperative Societies, my lord, to, my lord, consider my representation, my lord.
Heard Mr. M.I. Islam Learned Council appearing for the writ petitioner. There was the averments made in the writ petition. It appears that the petitioners, the 5 petitioners herein had invested certain amount in the Sahara group of cooperative societies. First up, they have approached this court by filing the writ petition, seeking a direction upon the respondent number 2 to release the maturity value of their invested amount. Who is appearing?
Yes, my lord, I am appearing on behalf of Mr. S.P. Chaudhary for respondent
Mr.
number
SP
one.
Chaudhary, Lanet, CGC appearing for the respondent numbers. This for all the respondents.
No,
Respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3.
only respondent number one.
Who is appearing for Central Register of Cooperative Societies? Respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3 appears and accepts notice. As such, no formal notice is required to be sent to the said respondents. Extra copy of repetition be furnished to the London CGC. Petitioner to the service notice upon respondent number 4. I register post for the 8 weeks old.
Highly organized.
My lord, this is a case of acquiring of the land without giving, acquire the land as per law and without paying any compensation. Annex D, one notice was given and accordingly I went there, but no hearing was done, and thereafter, from the last part of April, the garbages are gathering there on my land.
How many petitioners are there?
Here two, but number of persons is the whole
Same,
land.
they are joint owners.
Yes, no, this is separate owners,
Ah,
these two persons, and there are other persons also.
You file separate rate petitions, common rate petitions too, that you can't file, not maintainable,
But these two persons is brother, but
cannot be.
separate. Two petitions.
Yes, yes.
Today
On the request of Mr. A.K. Rai, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, this rate petition stands that this rate petition is allowed to be withdrawn with liberty to file afresh after rectifying the defect. Mr. C.P.S. Bono, Learned Government Advocate Assam, and Mr. P. Nayak. Learned, your 4 is what? CW. Learned Standing Council, GMC at present, and do not have any objection of the fair. With petition of dispute of account. You have to file, this is separate land. How can you file? One may succeed, another may not succeed, both will be declined relief. Don't do this, this is not the way.
But that number is same, that is.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. But
That
they have
is-
said.
Okay, I said.
Matter relational non-payment of land compensation. At this stage, notice may go.
Heard Mr. P.J. Cycle and Council appearance for the petitioner, the matter pertains to grievance arising due to non-payment of land compensation. NOM 8 weeks since, who is appearing for whom, please?
I for one.
Huh?
I for one.
You are for one,
The
you
brothers
are
for
Union of India.
vitamin haba.
But this is really pathetic. The councils, the standing councils don't know who they are appearing for after holding the brief in their hand.
Brief says man, I am respondent number one.
So. 4192.
Your standing council what?
Revenue.
Huh?
Revenue.
Respondent number 1 is Union of India here.
Separate, or perhaps the copies.
No, same goes.
We'll hear it next week. But what is this? You
Same copy, my lord.
just check it, give it to him. If it is not the same copy, we'll adjourn it for 4 weeks.
Thank you to more to it, more to.
Tomato, tomato jam, tomato jam. What the bull? What the jam?
Well, done wrong there.
On the prayer of petitioners council, this matter stands adjourned for a week, so as to enable him to furnish proper copies of the petition to the learning standing council. Appearing in this case for us.
Item 11.
Regarding my lord settlement of mining contract, and my lord, my bid was rejected.
Bench for matter, bench for matter. Wrongly mining contract. Yes,
Minor.
sir. Heard Mr. T.J. Mahanto, learning civil. This problem will be there because recently,
There's a five, bench five, one
Yes.
bench five.
this is bench 5.
My
But
lord,
it's not your fault.
my lord.
Obviously, registry is overlooked.
There's a new bench, bench five.
There's a new bench. Where
That I have seen
some
that.
attempt has been made to divide the load.
My lord, no problem.
Mr. T.J. Mahanto, learned senior counsel is appeared for the petitioner. Mr. R.R. Gogoi, learned standing counsel
Forest.
Forest department points out that this matter pertains to civil bench 4, but it has been listed wrongly
Can't be.
listed before this court. Registry to verify and list the matter before the appropriate.
Obliged, Lord.
Lordship, before going into the matter, I have a prayer, Lordship. Lordship, respondent number one's title has been wrongly typed as Talukdar instead of Kolita actually. I have approached the registry. They have suggested me to approach before your Lordship.
You cannot write it by hand. You have to file a amended cross title. You have to file an application.
And Lordship,
Either withdraw and file afresh.
yes,
All right. Your name, please.
yes, Bora. Lordship.
Mr. S. Boran, I counsel for the petitioner seeks leave of this court to withdraw the new petition with liberty to file afresh after rectifying the defects in the cost title of the petition. Prayer allowed. The writ petition stand disposed of and withdrawn with liberty.
May I please, Your Lordship? My lord, matter pertains to my lord, my representative not considered by the respondent authority. I made some allegation, my lord, against the respondent number 6, my lord, who has constructed her house, my lord, by contravening the relevant rules, my lord, bylaws. My lord, in page number 26, my lord, this is the last representation submitted before the North Lakhimpur Municipal Board, my lord, page number 26. This is the allegation, my lord. There is a no difference of 5 foot, my lord, to the petitioner house and respondent house, my lord. This is the violation of the bylaws, my lord.
Where is your representation?
My lord, page number 26. There is another representative from 2005 onwards, page number 22 onwards, my lord. These are the CL representation, my lord. My simple prayer is, my lord, let them cause an inquiry, my lord, by hearing the both the parties, my lord.
All right, let the authorities deal with it. No opinion expressed from this.
My lord,
Who is the authority here?
my lord,
Five. That's one number 5.
Lakhimpur Municipal Board, my lord.
Take down. Heard Mr. S. Bothakur, learned counsel appearing for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. C.K.S. Burwa, learned government advocate.
1 and 2 only.
Hearing for respond numbers 1 and 2. First up, the writ petitioner hearing has her dwelling house in the neighborhood of the land occupied by respond number 6. First up, the case of the petitioner is that the respond number 6 is constructing wall, boundary wall
Yes, my lord, boundary wall.
over her land in violation of the building bylaws. Although the petitioner had made several representations before the respond number 5, ventilating her grievance in the matter with a request to take appropriate action as per law. No action has been taken till date. Hence this writ petition. By inviting the attention of this court to the documents submitted along with the writ petition, more particularly the representation dated 16/8/2022, bracket and annexure C, numerical 3, bracket close. Mr. Bothakur submits that in the said representation, the petitioner has clearly laid down the basis of her grievance. Despite the full stop, however, despite the receipt of the representation, no action has been taken in the matter. Full stop. The petitioner's basic allegation is that the respond number 6 is constructing boundary wall over her land, bracket of respond number 6 is land. By land of respond number 6, bracket close, in violation of the building bylaws. The allegation of the petitioner may or may not be correct. However, once a complaint is made before the statutory authority, namely the respondent number 5, which is obligated to look into such a complaint, the said respondent cannot ignore the same. Full stop. Since the petitioner has categorically stated that no action has been taken on a representation, hence this matter would call for examination by the authorities. Hence, this court is of the opinion that the authorities must be directed to consider her representation and take appropriate steps in the matter as may be warranted under the facts and circumstances of the case. As such, without expressing any opinion on the correctness of the allegation made by the petitioner, this writ petition stands disposed of by providing that the respondent number 5 may examine the grievance of the petitioner as reflected in the representation dated 16/8/2022 and pass appropriate orders therein upon proper verification of facts and on hearing the version of the respondent number 6, within a period of 8 weeks from the date of receipt of a certified copy of this order. With the above observation, this writ petition stands disposed of.
Highly obliged. My lord, item 16 and 17, my lord, I take some time for adjournment, my lord. 16 and 17.
16, 17 passed over on the prayer of petitioners council. These matters stands passed over. Please take it in the next meeting. Yes.
Pass over. 16, 17. Highly obliged.
Please, the lordship. Lordship, my senior counsel is on legs, lordship.
What is the
Lordship, may pass it over for the timing, lordship.
What is the matter?
The matter pertains to lordship disconnection of gas connection of our petitioner company, lordship.
It's
Okay,
connection
lordship.
of gas connection.
Yes, lordship.
You are not prepared.
Lordship, I'm senior will lead this case. Lordship.
I may not like to wait. You can't demand
Lordship,
that.
before, lordship,
No,
court
but
one,
you
lordship.
should have been prepared with the matter.
Lordship, I got this brief in the last moment, lordship, so he's already on the legs.
Then we'll continue with the matter. Yes, who is appearing in this case?
Yeah, some is small only. Basically, it's the company, some government is gas limited. So notice has to go.
Is there a standing council of ACL?
No, sir, I have not heard, I have not seen or heard also in regard to AZL also.
Where is the impugned order?
You know, AZL.
Where is the impugned order? Is Mr. S. Mitra the standing council? Surajit Mitra?
I'm not sure also. No, it will. No particular. No, I'm not sure.
Lordship, if the lordship may kindly pass it over just for timing, lordship. It's, the matter is already.
Where is the
legs,
impugned order? Where is the impugned order? Yes, next matter. Thank you.
My lord, here, there is a question, my lord. Allotment of beneficiaries under the fair price of my lord. One, earlier also we came to this court, my lord, this court remanded the matter to the department for consideration. They have not considered yet, in spite of representation approaches. So this is second number. Now notice will go at best now. I was given the my lord license, fair price of license, my lord, on 22/3/2022. After the death of my uncle. But the total beneficiary allotted to me was only 11. And for 11, there was no supplies made by the department. When I approached, the other side also, Fazlul Haq also gave a no objection. If his share of beneficiaries are reduced from his share and given to me. In spite of that NOC, nothing been done.
What is the final relief you want here?
My lord,
What is the relief you are seeking?
that only what the department should allot the beneficiaries so that my fair price of can run. The 226 allotees, my lord, allotted to the Fazlul Haq. He has given NOC, my lord. That
Where is your representation dated 6/3/2023?
6/3/2023, my lord. Last one. Next, my lord, 6, page 46. Here to the end. Here to the end. Last one is 27 2 16.
So this representation was filed as per the earlier order
Yes,
and it has not been disposed of till now.
nothing has been done. They are
Then you have filed another writ petition.
yes.
This is
Contempt
not
would not lie,
maintainable.
because there was no positive order as such, so contempt wouldn't lie, my lord.
Why contempt will not lie?
Because simply, my lord, for Elohim is the last portion of the order. There are 6, page 45.
So there is a direction to consider the representation on merits and
Yes,
and decide the same within 3 weeks.
yes,
It has not been decided.
no.
Then why contempt will not be there? In fact, this writ petition is not maintainable. On the same prayer, another writ petition cannot be filed.
Yes, that is true, my lord, but since there was no effective order for allotment.
Why? The order is to consider your case.
Consider only.
That is the effective order. No, Mr. Sharma, this is not maintainable. I can show you the
That
judgment.
I told my junior also.
You withdraw and move contempt. Because 2 writ petitions on same prayer is
Same,
not
yes.
maintainable. There are judgments of our High Court
Yes,
also. Mr. R.P. Sharma, our senior counsel, assisted by Mr. P. Telly, submits that although the writ petition has been filed seeking a writ of mandamus, yet effectively the petitioner is aggrieved due to non-consideration of his earlier representation. Bracket Annexure 6, in terms of the directions contained in order dated 27/2/2023 passed by the learned civil judge in WPC number 6314/2022. If that be so, this is a clear case of contempt of court rather than contempt of court. As such, instead of filing a fresh writ petition, the proper course of action in this case, in the opinion of this court, would be to file contempt petition. Mr. Sharma has also agreed to the same recourse. In view of the above, this writ petition stands disposed of on withdrawal with liberty to the petitioner to file contempt case for willful violation of the order dated 27/2/2023. It's advised. Mr. C.K. Burwal and G. Asam is present. You move a contempt on
Yes.
Friday, we will call him.
I told my early morning.
We will call him. They can't sit over court orders like this.
Yes.
May it please your lordship, this case relates to non-payment of contractors' bill, my lord.
This is bench 4 matters. The bench has been divided, but
Yes, yes,
for 1 week or so, these problems will be there. This matter has to go there.
yes, yes.
It appears that
Inappropriate
this matter
ones.
pertains to civil bench 4. Register to
Yes.
therefore verify and list this
Yes.
matter for motion before the appropriate.
Highly obliged, my lord.
Representation for direction for delivery of a sale deed. The representative file with a pair of a direction for delivery of a sale deed.
Delivery by whom?
By the sub-register,
Sub-register.
sub-register, I mean, my lord, the deed was executed on commission on 28/11/2022. The necessary stamp duty and registration fees have been paid by the petitioner in respect of purchasing of a shop measuring 690.75 square feet along with 75 lechas of proportionate share of land to the out of total plot of land measuring 12.5 lechas situated at village Uparhali under Moja Rampur. The deed was executed on 28/11/2022 on commission at the residence of the petitioner's house. The official of the sub-register office come to the house of the lady and they have taken the thumb impression and signature of the petitioner as well as the.
So we'll issue notice and see what happens. Yes, heard Mr. Your name, please. DK Jain, Nayak counsel for the petitioner. The read petitioner is primarily aggrieved due to non-delivery of registered deed of sale by the sub-register Kamrup bracket rural. Full stop. As such, a prayer, a writ of mandamus has been sought in this petition. Full stop. Mr. C.K.S. Burwal and government advocate Assam Police for time instructions in the matter. NOM 4 weeks. Since Mr. C.K.S. Burwal has appeared and accepted notice for all the respondents, no formal notice, extra copies be furnished so as to enable him to obtain instruction, facilitating disposal of the writ petition at this stage of admission.
May I please your lordship?
Yes,
This matter pertaining to civil bench 4 matter. your lordship.
it is pointed out that this writ petition pertains to civil bench 4, but it has been wrongly listed before this court. Register to verify and list the matter before appropriate.
Obliged.
May it please your lordships. Lordship, this my land, it is not on the dispute, lordships. I made an agreement with respondent number 6, lordships. And lordships accordingly, and also this Latmandal has submitted the report to the circle official, lordships, and accordingly I took over the land on agreement is there, lordships. Now, lordship, there is a suit pending between some other parties. When this agreement was made, lordships, at that time, I took over the possession, and now, lordships, whenever I want to develop by art filling and construction of boundary wall, lordships, this police personnel, they come and disturb me not to go for development, lordships. Lordship, I have submitted the representation also. That representation has not been disposed of as on now, lordship.
A representation before whom?
Lordship, I have submitted before the deputy commissioner, then police commissioner and police station, lordships.
No, is there any civil suit pertaining to your land
Yes.
So,
It's pending.
pending?
Exactly.
lordship, that suit is entirely different. Where I have entered into agreement, there is no dispute, there is no suit pending, lordships. And lordship, that I have shown the,
Where is the agreement? Let us see. Where is the agreement?
lordship, page 8, lordships, paragraph 9, lordships.
No, page 29, paragraph, forget it, schedule of the land.
Schedule of the landlordships. This is 1 Kotha 5 Lessa, Dag number 10554, KP Patta number 510, Revenue Village, Betkushi, Muja, Beltola, lordships. Now, lordships, this is the agreement between me and Dilip Chaudhary, lordships. Now, lordships, a suit is pending, but some other landlordships, not my landlordships. And that title should also, I have annexed, lordship, page 32, lordships. Page 32.
So who is disturbing you? Who is disturbing you?
Police personnel is disturbing,
From
lordship.
which police station?
This is Gorsuk Police Station, lordships. Gorsuk Police Station, I have submitted the application also. Lordship, Deputy.
But Mr. R. Sharma, Lord Counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. Peruse the averments made in the writ petition. The case of the petitioner is that in terms of a deed of agreement for sale dated 6/10/2021, he has taken possession in respect of a plot of land measuring 01 kata 05 lessers covered by Dag number 1054 of KP Patta number 510 of Revenue Village dash Betkuchi under Moza Bontola in the district of Kamrup M. Full stop. The grievance of the petitioner is that whenever he tries to make development in the aforesaid plot of land under his occupation, the police from the Gorsuk police station comes in the way of such activities by restraining the petitioner from developing his land. First, according to Mr. Sharma, R. Sharma, there is a suit pending between the original there is a suit being titled suit number 338/2014 pending in the court of Munsif number 1 Kamrup bracket M at Guwahati by and between Srimati Kanika Boro and the present petitioner, but the same is in respect of another plot of land. The same is in respect of a different plot of land measuring 1 kata 5 lechers covered by Dag number 504 bracket old bracket close oblique 1040 bracket new bracket close of KP Patta number 71 bracket old bracket close oblique 1350 bracket new bracket close of village Betkuchi under Beltola Moja full stop. Therefore, moreover, there is no restraint order from any court or direction from the civil court upon the police to take any action in the matter. Notwithstanding the same, his peaceful position, the petitioner's peaceful position over the land has been unduly disturbed by the Gorsuk.
Case 55.
by the respondent number. Respondent number 5. Hence this writ petition, full stop. Mr. A. Bhattacharjee, Learned Standing Council. Revenue Department, Assam, appearing for the respondent numbers 1 and 2, and Mr. Deori,
For 2, 3, 4, and 5, your lordship.
Mr.
One on
You know what it is?
2, 3, 4, and 5. Be duly.
V. Deori, Learned Government Advocate, Assam, appearing for the respondent numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bhattacharjee for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 submits that no instructions are available with them at this point of time. Full stop. Be that as it may. In case of a civil dispute, the police cannot take unilateral action until and unless there is a specific order from any court or magistrate requiring the police to act in the matter in a particular manner. Full stop. Since the petitioner has made a categorical observation that the land under his possession in terms of the agreement for sale dated so and so is different from the suit land involved in title suit number 338 of the 2014. And in view of the submission made by Mr. Sharma that there is no order of the court directing the police to take action in the matter, I dispose of this writ petition by providing that the petitioner may submit appropriate representations before the respondent numbers 3 and 4, ventilating his grievance in the matter. If such representation is submitted by the petitioner, the same be examined in the light of the observations made herein above and necessary instructions be issued to the respondent number 5 as may be warranted in the facts and circumstances as well as in the facts and circumstances of the case as well as under the law. With the above observation, this the writ petitioner to submit his representation within 2 weeks by enclosing a certified copy of this order. With the above observation, this writ petition stands disclosed.
Item 26.
May I please your lordship? Lordship, this writ petition regarding settlement of construction work, lordship.
Settlement of construction work.
What?
This matter appears to be one pertaining to civil bench 4, but it has been wrongly listed before this court today. Registered to therefore verify and list the matter before appropriate.
High level.
Item 27.
May I please your lordship? Lordship, high voltage transmission line has been going on over the land of the petitioner. Accordingly, petitioner has caused damage the plot of land and the crops and the standing there on lordship. So the lordship, respondent number 1 lordship, that is the Power Grid Corporation lordship. Without issuing notice and proper assessment lordship, my land has been occupied lordship. In this regard, lordship, several representation I have filed before the authority lordship, but
We'll issue notice at this
Yes,
stage. Heard Mr. Second Learned Counsel for the petitioner. The writ petitioner has approached this court by filing this writ petition, internally alleging that his private party land has been taken over by the respondents without following the due process of law. Full stop. Ms. N. Bordeley, Learned Standing Counsel, Revenue Department.
That's
Assam,
5 years.
some time to obtain instruction in the matter. Petitioners, 2 petitioners. The petitioners have issue notice returnable in 4 weeks. Since Mr. R.K. Talukdar, Learned
1, 2, 3, 4, my lord.
Standing Counsel PGCL has appeared and accepted notice on behalf of respondent numbers 1 to 4. Ms. N. Bordeley, Learned SC Revenue Department for respondent number 5. And Mr. D. Deori, Learned G. Assam for respondent numbers 6 and 7. Service of notice in the writ petition is due to be complete. Petitioner to furnish extra copies of writ petition to the learned department council, requisite in numbers, so as to enable them to obtain instruction.
Kindly. May please your lordship. My lord, petitioner before lordship will give as wife of husband. Husband was serving under APRO as an SI operator. Husband died on 19/1/2023. Lordship will find the death certificate at
This
least
is a bench 3 matter, service matter.
My lord.
It's not a bench 5 matter.
My lord,
You wait, we'll ask the registry because
My-
once the jurisdiction has been changed now,
maybe, my lord.
this is just 2 days back.
Right.
Heard Mr. A.R. Sigdal and counsel for the petitioner. It appears that this writ petition pertains to civil bench 3, but has been wrongly listed before this court today. In view of the above, registered to verify and list the matter for motion before the appropriate bench.
So matter released to the non-payment of the contractor's fee matter.
4, civil bench 4.
Other bench only.
Civil bench 4. This is 5.
Yes.
And it has been bifurcated now.
I have let it be listed before.
It appears that civil bench 4.
Well, lordship. Under forest department lordship.
What is this matter?
Lordship, matter is lordship, my vehicle and the 20 number tick locks seized by the divisional forest officer Karbi Anglong lordship. So
This is
without
also 4. Civil bench. You have the list.
forest department,
Vehicle requisition.
not lordship, seized by the forest department lordship, divisional forest officer Karbi Anglong lordship. Hamlang lordship. Without any registering FIR lordship. And that. And teak plants is in favor of me lordship, it's our own plant lordship, under the own property lordship. Without any inquiry lordship, the police, the divisional officer seized my vehicle along with this 20 number teak locks lordship. And
Seized or requisition.
I'm for release the vehicle lordship, which is laying before the subdivisional forest officer lordship, Hamlin lordship.
Yes, is it a 4 or 5?
So lordship is a transfer subject. So one here as a formal party. Correspondence 1 and 2.
Lordship, one similar I have appended lordship is the annexer.
All right, let this matter be listed again on Monday by reflecting the name of Learned Standing Council KSC in the column. A copy of the writ petition will be furnished to the Learned SC KSC. Registered to also verify whether this matter pertains to civil bench 4 or 5 and list the matter before the appropriate.
Yes,
Objection.
mass of it.
Item 31.
May please the lordship, my lord. This matter perhaps civil bench 2 matter, my lord. Correction of school documents, my lord, of the petitioner.
It appears that this writ petition pertains to civil bench 2/3 and therefore the matter is required to be listed before the appropriate bench. Register to verify and do the needful.
Oh, lord.
Item 32.
May I please your lordship? Lordship, I am an exempted lordship unit from exempted from payment of service tax, lordship. See, earlier round of litigation also we filed a writ petition because this honorable court. Now, lordship, the matter was remanded back to the authorities. They have accepted my contention. They have reduced my tax. But lordship, they did not inform us that we have to submit all the invoices. We thought that only we have to prove that I am exempted. That was proved, lordship, before the authorities. And lordship, thereafter also they have passed an adjudication order, even though they have accepted that I am lordship exempted from payment of service tax. But lordship, they want me to produce all the invoices. So lordship, that we were ready to produce, lordship, but they did not ask for the invoices at that point of time. And lordship, we just want the opportunity of hearing, which was not provided to us. That's the only case, lordship. Even my bank has been attached. And lordship, I am suffering from lordship my head injury is there, Lordship. I have been operated on in the head. So, Lordship, I may be permitted to produce all the invoices before the authorities. I'll produce all the invoices because I'm an exempted unit. Lordship, in fact, similar cases are pending before this honorable court, and Lordship has already passed an interim order in this respect.
You are
Lordship,
appearing for whom?
On behalf of Dr. B.N. Gogoi,
Hmm.
he is out of station.
Lordship, the similar order may be passed. They will obtain instructions in this regard. Only on the basis of Lordship Form 26 AS, they have levied tax on me, Lordship. I am an exempted unit. So copy. Green button. I was exempted from payment of service tax, Lordship.
So we'll post it after 2 weeks for
Yes,
them to obtain instruction. Until then, no coercive action.
Yes, Lordship.
Miss N. Havila, learned counsel appearing for the lead petitioner. Also heard Miss, your name please?
P. Talukdar.
P. Talukdar, representing the respond numbers,
All the respondents, Lordship.
representing all respondents,
Yes, sir.
even State Bank.
Lordship,
ICICI
not
Bank,
the state bank. Sorry,
respondent
I'm-
numbers 1 to 4.
1 to
First up. The grievance of the petitioner, in a nutshell, is that although he is exempted from payment of
service tax.
service tax, and the said position has also been accepted by the authorities in the adjudicatory order dated,
Lordship, 8/3/2022.
where is it? Where is it?
Lordship, page 82.
Adjudicatory order dated 8/3/2022. Yet so what is, which part of the order you are agreed?
Lordship, at page 87, Lordship.
Hmm. Yet due to non-furnishing of all the invoices, certain amount has been levied upon the petitioner. Full stop. According to the petitioner's counsel, her client is in possession of all the bills oblique invoices, and the same can be produced. But full stop. But earlier, no such documents were furnished since the same were not called for, and the petitioner was under the impression that the question of the only question as to whether the petitioner would be entitled to exemption would be the subject matter of adjudication, contending that the proprietor of the petitioner firm had suffered a head injury
Yes, Lordship.
due to an accident
Yes, Lordship.
during the relevant time, which has disrupted the petitioner's functioning. Ms. Havelia submits that if an opportunity is given to the petitioner of being heard in the matter, then the entire issue will be clear on the face of the documentary evidence. Ms. Talukdar submits that her senior Dr. B.N. Gogoi is out of station, and therefore 2 weeks' time be granted to obtain preliminary instruction in the matter. In view of the above, office to list the matter for motion again after 2 weeks. 2 extra copies of the writ petition be furnished to Ms. Talukdar so as to enable her to obtain instruction and appraise this court as to whether the petitioner can be permitted to submit all the invoices and bills so as to enable the authorities to take a fresh view in the matter of levy of service tax on the petitioner. First up. till the next listing, no coercive action shall be initiated against the.
Lordship, there's a, that may, Lordship, I may be allowed to operate my bank account that has been freeze. That may also be kindly reflected in the order. Lordship, my
That we
bank account
cannot,
has been.
say, expertise stay is not possible. She has to respond. Then you do it in next week. Next week. The learned counsel for the respondent to also appraise this court as to why an order revoking the suspension of
Bank account.
bank accounts of the petitioner be not passed by the court, so as to give interim relief to the petitioner.
May please, your lordship. Lordship, you will find the impugned order at page 26, your lordship, that was passed by the additional deputy commissioner Kamru Kamingao. A direction was given by him to cancel the mutation of the petitioners, your lordship. The petitioners got their name mutated in the year 1989, and after 30 years, the private respondent has approached before the deputy commissioner for cancellation of their mutation.
You have to file appeal under the land and revenue regulation. You have seen that. That is where the remedy is, not writ petition.
Yes.
So you file a appeal, withdraw this and file an appeal. We'll ask them to consider it on merit.
Yes, that observation.
All right. Heard Mr. D. Bora, learned counsel for the petitioner, assigning the order dated 9/5/2023, passed by the Deputy Commissioner, Kamrup, Amin Rao, cancelling the mutation earlier granted in favor of the writ petitioners. The instant petition has been filed. However, there is no dispute at the bar that an appeal under Assam Land and Revenue Regulation is maintainable against the aforesaid order. As such, on the request of petitioners' counsel, this writ petition is permitted to be withdrawn with liberty to the petitioners to prefer an appeal. If such an appeal is filed, the same be considered on merit and appropriate orders be passed therein. Ms. N. Bordoloi, learned standing counsel, Revenue Department, and Mr. B. Deori, learned GA Assam, are present on behalf of the official respondents.
Obliged.
Writ petition stands disposed of.
Yes.
Item 34.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, the petitioner is Assam Assam Electricity Regulatory Commission, lordship. It's a body which is created under the statute, and its work is to see the regulation, transmission and distribution of electricity. Lordship, the GST department is trying to impose GST tax on this petition fees and license fees. Previously, before the GST period, lordship, they tried to impose service tax. And these honorable, in fact, your lordship has stayed that those orders. Now after the GST period from 2017, they are again trying to impose GST now on them. I'm praying for a similar order, lordship.
What do you have to say?
Sir, my senior is out of station.
Where is the impugn notice?
Impugn notice at page 142, Lordship. Adjudication order, Lordship. The main portion is last page 170, Lordship. The demand is for the period from July 2017 to March 2022. In fact, some of the years are time barred also, Lordship. Because the demand is from July 2017 to March 2022, Lordship.
What is the ground of challenge?
Lordship, this Electricity Regulatory Commission, it is created under Assam Electricity Act. It's a quasi-judicial authority, Lordship. It is formed under the state, and it is a statutory levy, Lordship.
Or Ms. ML Gopal Learned Council for the. We'll have a response next week and then see what order is to be passed. Council appearing for the writ petitioner, assailing the order dated 27.
Lordship, in.
You have to wait till next week.
Yes.
27/2023, issued by the Commissioner of GST. The instant writ petition has been filed. First up, according to the petitioner's counsel, the writ petitioner, being a quasi judicial authority, is not liable to pay any GST. Moreover, by the impugn order dated 27/2023, the respondents, the authorities have included time-barred claim, thus causing serious prejudice to the interest of the writ petitioner. Hence, a prayer has been made for suspending the operation of the order dated 27/2023, pending disposal of the writ petition. First up, Ms. P. Talukdar, Learned Departmental Counsel, submits that her senior Dr. B. N. Gogoi is out of station, and therefore some time be granted to obtain preliminary instruction. Taking note of the submission of Ms. Talukdar, this matter is directed to be listed again next Monday as a fixed item for motion.
Lordship, can it be on Wednesday?
Wednesday. As a Wednesday as a fixed item for motion, so as to enable the Learned Departmental Counsel to obtain preliminary instruction responding to the allegations made in the writ petition. You want it to be listed along with the other matter? You want it to be listed along with the other matter?
It may be, Lordship, submit.
On the request of Ms. Gopal, this writ petition be listed along with WPC number 4841/2022, which is stated to be connected with this writ petition. Let us see what they have to say, then.
They have raised their masjid, my lord, way back like from 1970 prior to that, my lord, and they are paying tax to the BTC authority as a Tawji Khazna, my lord. Then, my lord, in the meantime, my lord, the BFO, my lord, issued a impugn notice saying that notice, your lordship will say, they said, my lord, we are in Mainali, but we are not Mainali, my lord. We are NK Dharanga, my lord. Issued the impugn notice, my lord, for eviction, giving time as 15 days, my lord. But now the question is that, my lord, if it is the forest land, my lord, how come, my lord, BTC have taken the Tawji Khazna from us, my lord? To that effect, my lord, earlier round, my lord, way back in 1991, my lord, there was a revenue case from of the co-villagers, my lord. Their direction was given by the revenue board to cause and survey. My lord. So as on date, my lord, it is not a forest land, my lord. We are not in the forest land. It is, my lord, beyond the Mainali, my lord. We are 1 kilometer away from Mainali. In the name of Mainali, my lord, they have issued the
What is Mainal?
Mainali, my lord, they said, my lord, lordship will see the impugned notice at page 20, my lord.
Yes.
It is to be informed that you are illegally residing in the land of Darang Forest area under office of the Kumarikata Forest by giving name the Mainali Gaon. Therefore, it is directed to vacate the forest land within 15 days from the receipt of the said notice. Otherwise, the forest department will take necessary action as per law, my lord. But the document which we have annexed, my lord, lordship will see, lordship will see the relating to our document, my lord. We are NK Daranga, my lord. Lordship kindly see page 16, then 17, my lord. We are very much in the village NK Daranga. Then 17 also lordship will see Daranga, my lord. Then 18, 19, my lord, some receipt I have given, my lord, giving Toji Khazna. Toji Khazna to Borderland Territorial Council.
No, how did you get this land?
Land, my lord, it was an empty land, my lord, way back, my lord, 70. Prior to that, my lord, they came and settled there.
No, but then it's a government land.
It's a government land, not forest land. It is true, my lord, I admitted it is a government land. To that effect, my lord, we have filed our representation, my lord. We could not have collect now, my lord, to make a settlement with us, my lord. So Masjid committee, they are having, my lord, 1 biga. There is a madrasa is also there. Masjid is also there, my lord. And Etim Khana, my lord, orphanage is also there.
That's right, but what is the legal? We'll have to go by the legal principle.
Legal, my
If
lord,
you are in occupation of government land,
my lord, government land, my lord, the rule 18 will come into play, my lord. The power will be vested with the deputy commissioner, not the DFO, my lord. I have quoted, my lord.
it is within the BTC area.
My lord, BTC area. Lordship will see the rule 12, 18, my lord. I have reproduced here, my lord, at page.
So forest is a transfer subject.
Transfer subject.
Then the DFO is what, under BTC?
Under forest department, under BTC.
Then the BTC has done it.
No, BTC has not done it, my lord. There is a, my lord, they have to be clarified, my lord, whether it is a government
So
land.
are you saying if the BTC issues a notice, then you have nothing to say?
My lord, it has to be the compliance with the rule 18, my lord. Deputy commissioner vested with the power, no one else. We have already applied for settlement, my lord.
So that's all right. Settlement application. that
Is
is
there
for the-
pending? But forest department, my lord, particularly DFO cannot issue. It is, has to be by the deputy commissioner to exercise the power under rule 18 of Assam Land Regulation, my lord, which I have reproduced in page 8, my lord.
Well, I have instructions. These are notified forest of my lord, 1819 and 1941. I'm handing over, when I even have maps, my lord.
So let the DFO file an affidavit.
Yes, and also my lord, as regards the operation of the Assam Land Revenue, my lord, it won't come into force, it won't come into operation because as per forest regulations, my lord, these lands are taken, notifications are given. And I have judgments, my lord, when those rise to best, my lord, and they have, this TOSI is not a revenue, my lord, it's a tax.
It's a fine, it's a fine.
It's a
not-
fine, basically, my lord. So regarding that part, my lord, operation of land revenue, it won't come, my lord. I have even maps,
But
my lord.
we are not Mainali, my lord. We are not in Mainali, my lord, as mentioned in the notice. Categorical statement I made, my lord.
They won't be in Mainahali because they have established their own names, my lord.
I have not changed the name, my lord. Nothing has been there, my lord.
No, Mr. Borbia, you see, these are teaching issues which are now coming to the court.
My lord.
If it is reserved forest land.
My lord,
we
reserve
will do
forest,
nothing.
my lord, they will take its own course, my lord. But my case is
Let
that,
the DFO file an affidavit.
Yes,
If he
ma'am.
can stand by that.
Lordship,
That is the end of the matter.
my lord, I'll give my other document also, my lord, whatever, affidavit, will reply to that. Till then, my
File
lord,
it.
no action has to be taken.
Filed by Monday, affidavit by DFO.
My
Monday or Tuesday, you file it, we'll have it on
Tuesday.
Till then, my lord, no action has to be taken. If it
Till
is the-
Wednesday, you have to maintain status quo.
My lord,
We'll keep it in motion stage.
My lord.
Assailing the eviction notice issued to the petitioner. The instant petitioner, which is the masjid, the instant writ petition has been filed internally contending that the petitioners are not in occupation of reserve forest land, and therefore the divisional forest officer Baksa division, at Musalpur did not have the jurisdiction to issue the impugned eviction notice. Full stop. Now, Mr. J.I. Borbhoya, learned counsel for the petitioner, has further argued that his client has already submitted an application seeking allotment of the land over which not only is there a masjid standing, but there is a madrasa and as well
and
as
Yatim Khana.
Yatim Khana.
Yatim Khana means orphanage.
Bracket orphanage. And therefore, if the order of eviction is not stayed forthwith by this court, then the same would lead to miscarriage of justice. Full stop. Mr. Bhuya has, however, admitted that his client is in occupation of Sarkari land by paying Toji fine, and there is no settlement of the land in favor of the petitioner till today. Full stop. Mr. D. Gogoi, learned standing counsel, Forest Department, Assam, on the other hand, has produced a copy of the communication dated 2/8/2023 issued by the
DFO.
respondent number 6, that is the
Affidavit.
DFO Baksa, to submit that the land under occupation of the petitioner is in fact a part of Daranga Reserve Forest in the name of Moinahali village. Full stop. Since there is a dispute raised before this court as to whether the petitioners are in occupation of reserve forest land or not, the respondent number 6 is directed to file an affidavit bringing on record affidavit further clarifying his stand in the matter with the help of supporting documents on or before next Tuesday will be next Tuesday, 7th August, is it?
7.
8th of August 2023 by serving advance copy upon the petitioner's counsel. Let this matter be listed again along with next item on 9/8/2023 as fixed item for motion till the next date fixed status quo be maintained in respect of the land in question. Full stop. Next next is in the other matter 57. You write list along with heard so and so list along with item 56. The affidavit directed to be filed in item 56 to also cover the issues involved in this writ petition. Interim order passed in item 56 will also hold the field in the present case.
My lord, one thing, my lord, if necessary, I'll maybe permitted to reply. If they give me advance copy, I will file reply then and there.
But Mr. Borbhoya, I must make it very clear to you. These are matters for the administration to decide.
My lord,
They may ignore people staying in government land. But if you are staying in Sarkari land, then there is a very minimal right
my lord, that is true,
protection
my
that
lord.
the court can give.
If the deputy commissioner takes his course, my lord.
No, if he files an
Yes,
affidavit
yes.
with
my lord. We'll
saying it
reply
is
to
reserved
that
for
also.
us, then the only
And-
thing you get is some time to vacate it.
There is an order, my lord, way back in 91, my lord, to get the demarcation directed by the revenue board. That also, my lord, they have not done. I will do
That we'll see that.
all that.
All right.
Miss N. Bordole, Lanas SC Revenue, and who is for BTC? Mr. B. Chaudhary, Language Standing Council, BTC, as well as Ms. M. Borman, and at council for respond numbers 1 and 5 are the party number are present.
Obliged.
Yes,
Your Lordship, my lord.
yes. What is this?
My lord, the petitioner is having the tea factory, my lord, and having connection with the gas pipeline with the Assam Gas Company Limited. Now, agreement was entered into for supply of the gas pipeline. And the gas was supplied, there is a meter, my lord, which is maintained by the Assam Gas Company sealed, and according to that meter, my lord, whatever bills comes, the payment is made. Now, there was a provision in the agreement that whatever production is made, the quantity is to be given to be furnished to them. But there is no connection with the payment of the gas quantity and the billing on the basis of the quantity of the treat. There was some mistake in placing the figures of the manufacturing in the figures which furnished that we put out by mistake. But there is no connection with the manufacture amount of manufacture and the gas to be paid, because it is only on the basis of the metering which is maintained by them and sealed by them. Now, a notice was issued to me that you have given a wrong figures and give explanation. 7 days time was given to me. On 6th day, they came and disconnected the line. Now, the disconnection as per the provincial agreement, my lord, is only on payment of non-payment of the billed amount. Now, the entire all bill amount was paid, and there was no default. There was no allegation that it was tempered. There was no allegation that the seal was broken. Nothing. After the filing of the petition, my lord, after the filing of the petition, 2 days back, they have also raised the supplementary bill without any that we are challenging separately, without any reasons that why the supplementary bills, because it was only, there is no provision that it will be on the basis of the manufacturer. Otherwise, if the manufacturer is less, then the bill will be also less. There is no provision like that. It is only on the basis of the metering. Now, there was no allegation that the metering was wrong, or the meter was tempered with, or something wrong with that. Nothing. Simply on the basis that some wrong figures were mentioned in the production figures were given. How the authority can terminate disconnect the connection?
Where is there any notice, any?
The last notice you'll also find. No, please. Okay, it's notice now. At page 73. You'll also see the figures have been given. The last part, in view of the above, this call for explanation is issued to demanding a detailed explanation to our satisfaction to the regions for non-reporting of so-and-so kg tea production to so within 7 days of the receipt of the letter. On your failure to respond with the reasonable explanation, we shall be considered to raise additional gas connection bill to your company by the payment of differential non-reported volume in so-and-so.
So
Now-
there were differences all throughout.
My lord,
April to December, there were.
my lord, I'm not disputing at all, my lord.
Hmm.
But the question is that if the gas what was supplied is not connected, billing is not connected with the amount manufactured, then the authority cannot raise the bill. If they want to raise the bill, they could have said that no, on the basis of manufacture itself, then the production is less, the bill will be less, production is more, the bill will be more. There was no, it is only on the basis of metering. They have never said that the metering was tampered with, or the metering was wrong, or there was something wrong with the meter. They are not saying at all. If the metering is on the billing is only on the basis of the meter reading, well, how on the basis of these figures they can say that we'll raise a supplementary bill, and we are not on that only, Lord. They say that we will raise a supplementary bill. Supplementary bill they will raise. They will grant me time. Thereafter, I don't pay. They will disconnect. But how on the basis of this, and before the expiry of the 7 days, 6th day, they come and disconnect?
Now, is there what is the order you are asking for now?
Well, it has been disconnected. How they can disconnect it?
So what is the order you are?
I want that the connection should be there for the temporary.
Is there a standing council of Assam Gas?
There is no standing council below.
Earlier, Surajit Mitra, Mr. Surajit Mitra,
He is from Gail, my
huh?
Gail.
Gail.
To my knowledge.
Okay, okay.
Not
My lord,
the
nobody is going to be, my lord, prejudiced because if the case is there, I'm going to make the payment.
And where is the what is the amount due in the,
But now the amount will, I think they're saying near about 2 crores 75 lakhs, they have raised the bill. I'm challenging it separately. But there is no
right
disconnection.
now, Dr. Saraf, I have understood and I do appreciate your client has an urgency,
My lord.
but an expertise direction to restore will be difficult. So you please suggest what is the way forward? What is the best and quickest way it can be handled? Whatever you suggest, I'm open to passing that order. But in the first day, an
I fully
expertise.
appreciate, my lord. I'm, my lord,
Hmm.
I also, my lord,
Yeah, but then it's correct. Your clients will also have urgency.
I can do one thing, my lord, that you can serve your copy
Hmm.
on Assam Gun Company, make it served there.
Okay. All right,
this thing.
we can, the court can pass an order.
But justice service, all the registry also take some time. If you also permit me, my lord, that we can serve the copies on them and take acknowledgement from them.
All right. By when can you serve it?
Within 2 days, we can serve it. No?
Within 2 days. Then we'll have it on Wednesday
My lord.
as a fixed item.
Fine.
All right. Dr. A. Saraf, learned senior counsel, assisted by Mr. P. Barua, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. Also heard Miss M. Burman, learned government advocate Assam, appearing for the respondent number 3. Aggrieved by the disconnection of gas supply to the writ petitioner's tea manufacturing unit, the instant writ petition has been filed, inter alia contending that even if the allegation brought against the petitioner is ultimately found to be correct on facts, even then, the respondents could not have disconnected the gas supply, since it is not a case of non-payment of outstanding dues. Moreover, even the notice period of 7 days had not expired, warranting disconnection of gas supply in this case. Full stop. The learned Dr. Saraf, the learned senior counsel for the petitioner, submits that the disconnection of gas supply to the petitioner's unit has brought the manufacturing activities to a standstill, and therefore this is a case of extreme urgency where an interim mandamus is required to be issued by this court. Full stop. After hearing the submissions made by the learned senior counsel for the petitioner, this court appreciates that there is urgency involved in the matter. However, the court is reluctant to pass any ex parte order without hearing the submissions of the counsel for respondent number, without hearing the respondent numbers 1 and 2 in the matter. As such, the petitioner is directed to serve copy of the writ petition upon the respondent numbers 1 and 2, along with a written up notice and obtain acknowledgement in respect thereof, thereby permitting the petitioners to put in appearance in the matter before the next date fixed, or on the next date fixed. Full stop. The notice as well as the writ petition shall be deemed to have been served by the petitioner under the order of this court. The registry to list this case again on 9th of August 2023 for motion as a fixed item by reflecting the name of learned counsel for the respondent numbers 1 and 2, if any, and also upon verifying as to whether this matter pertains to civil bench 5 or not. Full stop. I'm okay.
Lordship, I have instructions to withdraw the petition.
Mr. S. D. Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits that he has instructions from his client to withdraw this writ petition. The prayer for withdrawal is not opposed by Ms. M. Burman, Learned Government Advocate. In view of the above, this writ petition stands disposed of for withdrawal. There will be no address to cost. You are also appearing in this case?
Yeah.
Mr. A. Bhattacharya, Learned Standing Counsel, Revenue Department, is present on behalf of the respondent number
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Yes.
For admission, item 36.
Wait, please, Your Worship. Well, petitioner was in possession of a land mallet for a long time. Accordingly, he applied for allotment of that land. And therefore, my lord, the phase 54, my lord. I'm sorry, phase 55, my lord, he was directed to deposit, my lord, premium amount. My lord. Accordingly, the petitioner has deposited the amount. And by later dated, my lord, 7 January 2015, phase 19, my lord, land was allotted to the petitioner. Now, my lord, subsequently, the authority of the revenue authority, district revenue authority, they informed that the land that was settled with the petitioner is a different land.
Yeah.
Is a separate land. Not the land that has been settled to the petitioner.
You filed affidavit?
Yes, we will file.
Well, they have filed an affidavit, well, that was not on record in the earlier occasion. My lord. Nasile nahi kare record.
Do you want to file any rejoinder?
My lord.
All right. Mr. P. Sehgal, Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits that he be granted 4 weeks time to obtain inspection and file a rejoinder in response to the counter affidavit filed in this case on behalf of the respondent number 2. Miss, you write like this. Mr. A. Bhattacharya, Learned Standing Counsel, Revenue Department, Assam, as appearing for the respondent number 1, and Ms. M. Burman and GA Assam for respondent numbers 2, 3, and 4 are present and do not have any objection. If the prayer is allowed. In view of the above, this matter stands again for 4 weeks.
Item 47.
May I please, my lord, the petitioners are descendants of 18 persons, my lord, formerly 18 others, my lordship, who were original settlers of Lampani Forest Village of 1950s, my lordship. In the year 1974, my lordship, rather than conservator of forest and also my lordship, the DFO, my lordship, they recommended for 2 acres of land, my lordship, and 10 acres of land for cultivation, my lordship. This confidential report also I have annexed, my lordship. So my only prayer in this writ petition that, my lordship, we have filed representation, my lordship. Let our rights under Forest Right Act should be, the respondent may decide our right, my lordship, because as per Forest Right Act, my lordship, recognition and verification process should be completed, my lordship, before our eviction. The confidential report is on page 59, my lordship, Annex 3, my lordship.
You filed affidavit.
My lords, due respect, my lord, and another similar case, my lord, dispose of, the directing authorities look in the claims, because my lord, this will give rise to counter claims and claims, my lord. So better, my lord, the CCF may be directed, my lord.
Are you agreeable to such an order?
Yes, my lord. Ultimately, the decision, my lordship, the authorities must take. Our grievance is that, my lordship, we should be given an opportunity of hearing and should be given an opportunity to file our documents to substantiate our claims. Until that verification and recognition process is over, my lordship, no coercive action should be taken against us, my lord.
You take down, heard Mr. S.B. Lashkar, Learned Counsel appearing for the writ petitioners, also heard Mr. D. Gogoi, Learned Standing Council Forest Department Assam, appearing for the respondent numbers. Respondent numbers
All the respondents, man,
appearing for the respondents. Full stop.
all the respondents.
The read petitioners hearing numbering how much? How many?
My lord, total 55.
55 in total are claimed to be the residents of claim to be in occupation of land situated at Lalpani Forest Village under the Matijuri Forest Range of Hailakandi Forest Division, Hailakandi. Full stop. According to the petitioners, they have been in occupation of the aforesaid land through their forefathers since the year 1950 and have been earning their livelihoods by cultivating the aforesaid forest land. Being landless persons, the petitioners were entitled to settlement rights over the aforesaid land. However, apprehending eviction from the land at the instance of the State Forest Department, the petitioners have approached this court by filing the instant writ petition, inter alia contending that
My lordship, we are descendants of Kurmanali and 18 others. In 1974, my lord's recommendation was made, my lord, the confidential report on page 59, my lordship.
Descendants of that original allotment.
inter alia contending that being the descendants of the original allottees of the land.
Yes,
As per the confidential report dated
dated 15/7/1974.
15/7/1974,
Yes,
the petitioners are entitled to
my lord, we are entitled to settlement, my lordship.
settlement of the forest land.
Land, and also, my lordship, our claim for recognition and verification of our forest rights, my lord, we submitted, that should be disposed of.
That apart, the petitioners are also entitled for recognition of their claims over forest rights,
Under Forest Right Act.
claim under the Forest Rights Act.
Yes.
Is there an act called Forest
Yes,
Rights
yes,
Act?
my lord, 2005, my lordship.
Forest Rights Act 2005. As such, the respondents are required to consider the matter from the aforesaid perspective. Mr. D. Gogoi Lanet Forest, Standing Council Forest Department Assam, on the other hand, submits that the claim of the petitioner would require factual verification, which would not be possible in a writ petition. Full stop. Mr. Gogoi submits that a similar writ petition being WPC number 2540 of 2023, bracket Ismail Ali and 16 others versus State of Assam and others, third bracket close, was earlier disposed of by the learned single judge by order dated
26/23.
26/2023, with a direction upon the concerned DFO to verify the claim of the petitioners based on documents to be produced by them, and thereafter pass appropriate order in the matter in accordance with law. First, Mr. Gogoi submits that if a similar order is passed in this case as well, he would have no objection. First, having heard the submissions of learned counsel for the parties and taking note of the nature of dispute involved in this case, this writ petition is therefore disposed of by providing that within 2 weeks from today, the petitioners may submit appropriate applications asserting their claim for settlement of forest rights, along with supporting documents before the respondent number 4, that is the Divisional Forest Officer, Hailakandi Forest Division, Hailakandi. Full stop. If such individual applications are filed by the petitioners within 2 weeks from today, in the manner provided in this order, then their claims be looked into. And after hearing the petitioners, appropriate order be passed in respect of their, passed on their respective applications in accordance with law. First of- Until such time, the aforesaid exercise is carried out and completed by the concerned authority, the petitioner shall not be evicted from the land under their occupation. With the above observation, this writ petition stands disposed.
Highly obliged, my lordship.
May it please your lordship. Well, a matter context, my lord, and non-payment of medical reimbursement bill, my lord. Last occasion, my lord, the respondents were granted time for obtaining instruction, my lord.
We will file an affidavit, my lord.
Affidavit you have filed.
Yes, my lord, we'll file it. my
When
lord. There
did
is a scheme.
Where is when did you file? It's not on record.
I'll file an affidavit, my lord.
You will file.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, you are appearing for whom?
For the Director of Secondary Education, my lord. Respondent number 2. 1, 2, my lord. 3.
All right. I had Mr. S. Hawk, learned counsel for the petitioner, also had Miss H.
Terang P, my lord.
Karan P, learned counsel appearing for the respondent numbers 2 and 3. To submit that there is a scheme under which the application of the petitioner can be addressed, and therefore she be granted how much time?
2 weeks, my lord.
2 weeks time to file an affidavit clarifying the matter. Full stop. Mr. D. Upamanyu, learned standing counsel, Health Department, Assam, is present on behalf of respondent numbers 4 and 5. On the request of Mr. Karan, this matter is directed to be listed again on 21st of August 2023, after verifying as to whether this matter pertains to civil bench 5 or not.
My lord. May it please your lordship, my lord. My lord, total, my lord, 1 bigha land was allotted in the name of a school, my lord. That school was provincialized in the year 2013, my lord. And the headmaster of the school, my lord, he had illegally occupied the land of the school, my lord. He had constructed one house for his personal use and one toilet for his personal use, my lord. Lordship, if your lordship kindly turns to page 34, my lord, that will be confirmed from the report of the, my lord, concerned circle officer, my lord. Page 34, my lord, annexure 5A, my lord. A report was sought from, my lord, from the, my lord, concerned circle officer, my lord. Thereafter, the, my lord, the DEO, my lord, Nogao, he had directed the, my lord, headmaster of the school, my lord. Since the headmaster and his younger brother, my lord, they shifted the school in a private land, my lord. And he was instructed to shift back the school to its original place, my lord. And till date, my lord, the school is not shifted to its original place. And the headmaster of the school is illegally occupying the land, and he had enjoying this land, my lord, by constructing the house for his personal use and toilet.
Who is appearing for respondent number 6?
My lord, I am appearing, my lord. In fact, my lord, it's on the, my lord, basis of some false assumption. My lord, the gift deed, my lord, which was executed in favor of the school, there was some wrong mention of the schedule, my lord. So now it's, my lord, got corrected with the, my lord, knowledge of the district elementary education officer. And my lord, presently school is running over the own land, my lord, of the school. And my lord, there is no any encroachment of the, my lord, house of the respondent, my lord, private, my lord, it is a respondent, my lord, headmaster, over the, my lord, school of the land. My lord. There is no encroachment. I have filed my affidavit. I have already clarified the
These are
fact.
the part of records. If your lordship kindly turns to page
These
36.
are disputed questions of fact.
This has been confirmed, my lord, by the report of the concerned district officer, my lord.
After that, my lord, I have, my lord, placed the
He
fact.
placed
my
one, my
lord.
lord, application, my lord, on the basis of which, my lord, no action has been carried out, my lord.
All right.
This was his, my
Who
lord,
is the concerned authority?
my lord, the district elementary education officer, my lord. He had conducted, my lord, conducted one inquiry, my lord. Page 36 and
Where is
page,
the inquiry report?
my lord, that page 36, my lord, of the writ petition, my lord. Para 1 and 2, my lord, lordship will kindly peruse, my lord. Para 2 is there, my lord.
All right, you take down, heard Mr. Z. Hamad, learned counsel for the writ petitioner. Also heard, who are for this elementary education? Mr. So and so, learned counsel for Corresponding Standing Council
For elementary.
for respond numbers 1 and 2. Miss M. Burman, I'm a government advocate Assam for respond number 3. You are for 1, 2 and 4, is it? 1, 2 and 4.
District elementary, 4.
1, 2 and 4. তাৰপিছত দিয়ক Miss M. Burman and Jia Hassan to respond number 3 and 5. You are not there. You are for? And Mr. A. Bhattacharya for respond number 7. Mr.
JC Boram.
JC Boral and council is appeared for respond number 6. D. Who is the petitioner?
Petitioner is the assistant teacher of the school, my lord.
The read petitioner herein is working as assistant teacher under the Sonai Bera LP school.
Siddhika LP school.
Huh?
Sonai Bera Siddhika LP school, my lord.
What is he saying? Siddhika.
My lord.
Sonai Bera Siddhika LP school in the district of Nagaon. She has approached this court by filing the instant writ petition, entirely alleging that the respond number 6, that is the headmaster of the school, has illegally occupied land allocated to the school and raised permanent constructions of a dwelling house and a lavatory
My lord.
therein, thus depriving the school of its land, first of. According to the learned counsel for the petitioner, due to the above illegal activities of the respond number 6, the school had to be shifted to another
Private land, my lord.
The school had to be shifted to a private land
By the headmaster.
where from it is operating till today, full stop. By inviting the attention of the school to the report dated 23/3/2000,
22, my lord.
22,
My lord.
submitted by the district elementary education officer, Nagaon. Mr. Hamad submits that on the basis of lavatory and toilets, on the basis of an inquiry made by the concerned officer, it was found that the allegations are correct. First of, notwithstanding the same, no action has been taken by the authorities to restore the land belonging to the school, thus causing enormous prejudice to the interest of the teachers, students, as well as the public of the local area. First of. Mr. Bora, on the other hand, has refuted the submissions made by the petitioner's counsel by contending that after the institution of the writ petition, the matter has been verified, whereafter it is found that the writ petitioner is in occupation of private patta land, whereas the school is standing over the land originally allocated to it. Full stop. Under the circumstances, Mr. Bora submits that no further inquiry in the matter is called for. What is your? You have something to say?
My lord.
What do you have to say?
After the inquiry report, my lord, the present status need to.
The learned standing counsel for the education department, however, submits that he has no instruction in the matter till today. Full stop. Since the core controversy involved in the writ petition pertains to identity of a plot of land and also the status of the occupant over the land, the same would raise several disputed questions of facts which cannot be addressed in a writ proceeding. As such, without commenting on the merits of the claims and counterclaims made by the petitioner as well as the respond number 6, this writ petition is being disposed of by directing the respond number 2, that is the Director of Elementary Education Assam, Kahilepara, to cause an inquiry into the matter either by himself or through any competent officer as per his choice, so as to ascertain as to whether the school is operating from the land which was originally allotted to him. First of on completion of such inquiry, if it is found that the school has been illegally dispossessed, deprived of the land allotted to him, the respondent number 2 shall pass appropriate order restoring the possession of the school over the land meant for it. First of however, before passing any such order, the respondent number 6 be also given an opportunity to present its case. First of the aforesaid exercise be carried out and completed within a period of 12 weeks from the date of furnishing a certified copy of this order. With the above observation, this writ petition stands disposed of. What is the IA above?
My lord,
What is the
I was, my lord,
was-
impleted for me.
It is disposed of.
Already impleted.
In fact, my lord, that was not pressed, my lord.
In view of the order dated so and so passed in WPC number so and so, IA stands disposed of.
My lord. High level.
My lord, I have brought wrong file, my lord.
On the prayer of petitioner's counsel, this matter stands adjourned for 2 weeks. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Lordship, this matter is about non-registration of trade union. An application was presented to the Registrar of Trade Union on 12 December 2021. But
Trade union is civil bench 4.
Civil bench 4,
Yes. Go through this.
it is wrongly listed.
It appears that this matter pertains to civil bench 4. Register to verify and list this case before the appropriate bench.
Lordship, one thing is that a date may be fixed to.
It will be done immediately. Yes.
May it please your lordship, in this matter, your lordship, the respondent have to file affidavit, your lordship. Specifically, the respondent number 2, your lordship.
Yes. You are filing affidavit? Ms. Burman?
My lord, that report is still awaited. We need some more time. So after 3 weeks,
Yes. Miss.
As may I, your honor.
Learned Counsel is present on behalf of the petitioner on the request of Ms. M. Burman, Learned Government Advocate Assam. The 4 weeks further time is granted for
Fine.
pending instruction and filing.
Okay. Your honor, may I pay for a date, your honor? Fixed date. Your honor.
You choose a date after 4 weeks. List this matter again after 4 weeks.
Great results. My lord, we are assailing an NIT issued by the, my lord,
Okay, Mr. Chaudhary, there will be a little teething problem because the matters have been, have you seen this? Have you
Oh.
seen this?
on new bench 5 thing,
Yes,
my lord.
yes. These contract matters have all gone to bench 4. Civil bench 4.
Oh,
Bench 4.
Yes.
Yes, yes, and that
I think
we have received
don't
this.
know whether it has circulation,
hard copy of the leading.
but in
Bench
any
4 and
case-
bench 5.
So bench 4 has been bifurcated
Into
into 4
two.
and 5.
Ah.
No, yes, 4 and 5.
I think basically present bench 5 is land matters and all.
Land, tax.
Tax,
etc.
income tax, sale tax, wealth tax, etc.
So you'll have to go before the appropriate bench.
So if you have urgency, we'll direct it to be
Yes,
listed on
extreme urgency is there. The supply of furniture to the schools
Friday,
tomorrow,
not tomorrow,
day after tomorrow.
Thank
on Friday, let me-
Friday. man.
Friday.
or on Monday, let it be on Monday, Lordship.
When do you
Sure.
want, Mr. Chaudhary?
Yes, 1 second.
তোমার instruction শুনে repeat করতে হবে, আমার
Mr. Ken Chaudhary, Learned Senior Counsel is present on behalf of the petitioner. Mr.
Friday,
P. Sekhar, Learned AG
Friday.
Assam is.
Let it be Friday, man.
on behalf of the
Huh?
respondents. It appears that this petition pertains to civil bench 4, but has been wrongly listed before this bench today. Register to verify and list the matter before the
Monday declare
appropriate
আছে?
bench on Friday. Fourth.
Let it be on Tuesday, Lordship, so that on a hearing day, we can come.
All right, what is Tuesday? Eighth, eighth of August.
Lordship. Highly obliged. Lord.
Yes, who's there in item 45?
Sorry.
Regarding the non-payment of professional fees to the petitioner was a standing council of cooperative department, my lord. Instruction was sought for, and last occasion, my lord, they took time for instruction.
Lordship, I have received a communication, your lordship. May I place it to your lordship?
So you place it in the form of an affidavit. What does it say?
Lordship, otherwise, your lordship, the amount of 94.46 lakhs, your lordship. The proposal has been sent and there's a budget which is there approved, your lordship, of 27 lakhs. So it is under process, your lordship.
Then you file an affidavit.
I will file an affidavit, lordship.
May I take a short date, my lord? Yes, Mr. Ahmed, he is suffering from some illness.
All right, Mr. B and Mr. Sorensen, and counsel for the petitioner is present. Mr. Rajkumar, and counsel appearing for the
Corporation department.
Corporation Department submits that he has received some instruction in the matter according to which the bills of the petitioner is under process. He be granted 3 weeks time to
File my affidavit, your lordship.
please
And place the
instructions on record in the form of an affidavit. And then you write, Mr. Hawk has however expressed urgency in the matter by submitting that the petitioner is in some financial constraint due to medical reasons. Be that as it may, on the request of Learned SC Corporation Department Assam, this matter is directed to be posted again on 22nd of August 2023 as a fixed item. The affidavit be positively filed on or before 21/8/2023. The writ petition will be taken up for disposal on the next date fixed.
Obliged.
May it please your lordship, my lord, yesterday I have filed my affidavit, my lord, for as per number 5.
May please your lordship, I am appearing on behalf of Mr. T. Deori. We received the affidavit yesterday. We need more time for filing the affidavit.
What is your name? Your name?
A Pegu.
A Pegu, Miss A. K. Pegu, Learned Counsel appearing to the petitioner submits that counter affidavit filed on behalf of the respondent number
5, my lord.
5 has been served upon her only yesterday, and therefore 3 weeks time be granted for obtaining instruction and filing rejoinder affidavit. Miss M.D. Bora, Learned Standing Counsel Transport Department, is present on behalf of respondent numbers 1, 2, 3, and
2,
5.
3, 5.
And Miss M. Borman, Learned Government Advocate Assam for respondent number 4. On the request of petitioner's counsel, this matter stands adjourned for 4 weeks.
Deeply obliged, my lord.
In this case, my lord, I need 3 weeks time for instruction, my lord. Because the newly appointed. We have already engaged.
Ms. B. Dutta, Learned Senior Counsel, assisted by Mr. A. M. Dutta, has appeared for the petitioner and submit that she has been newly engaged in this case and therefore be granted 3 weeks time to obtain instruction. Ms. M. Burman, Learned Government Advocate Assam, is present and does not oppose the same claim. In view of the above, this writ petition stands adjourned for 4 weeks, list accordingly.
Lordship, in this matter, Lordship, I am praying for 2 weeks to file my affidavit, Lordship.
Mr. R. P. Sharma, Learned Senior Counsel, is present on behalf of the petitioner. On the request of Mr. R. K. D. Chaudhary, Learned BSGA, appearing for the respondent numbers 1, 4, 5, and 6. This matter stands adjourned for 3 weeks, so as to enable him to file counter affidavit on behalf of the aforesaid respondents. The counter affidavit shall be positively filed within 2 weeks by serving advance copy upon the petitioner's counsel. Ms. M. Borman, Learned Government Advocate Assam, is present on behalf of the respondent number 2.
Interim order will continue.
Interim order passed earlier to that.
Obliged.
Probably bench 4 meter of bench. And non-payment of.
Why is non-payment of contractual dues?
Yes, Lordship.
It is pointed out at the bar that this read petition pertains to civil bench 4 but has been wrongly listed before this court today. Register to verify and list the matter before the appropriate bench.
Lordship, oblige.
Yes.
In this case, my lord, there is a delay of 347 days, my lord. Reference card awarded rupees 90,000 per bigha, my lord. And thereafter, in my lord, it is generally, it will be, my lord, 2,50,000, my lord. It is a cover judgment, my lord. So, my lord, first of all,
Notice has to go.
Jaising was here, my lord.
I can appear on his behalf, my lord.
You can
Please,
appear on behalf of.
Deputy Collector, my lord, respondent number 3. Golpara.
And what about 1 and 2? Actually, you would like to file objection
No. On my-
or we can condone the delay?
Delay. 345 days.
All right, I heard Mr. H. Das Learned Counsel appearing for the applicant. This IA has been filed under section 5 of the Limitations Act 1963 with a prayer to condone the delay of 347 days in filing the connected land LA appeal against the judgment and order dated 21/12/2019 passed by the learned district judge, Gwalpara. In LA bracket reference bracket close case number 25/2013. Mr. Das submits that the issue raised in the connected appeal is covered by a
Yes.
judgment of the Supreme Court,
No, the dishonorable court, my lord.
judgment of this court rendered in the case of
I'm giving, my lord.
rendered in the case of so and so. Therefore, delay be condoned and the appeal be decided on merit. Mr. R.K. D. Chaudhary, learned DSGI, has appeared on behalf of respondent numbers 1 and 2 and Ms. M. Burman on behalf of the respondent number 3 and have submitted in their usual fairness that they would have no objection if the delay is condoned and the appeal is decided on merit. In view of the above, and as agreed to by learned counsel for the parties, the delay of 347 days in referring the connected appeal is hereby in view of the above and having regard to the grounds stated in the application as justification for condoning the delay, the delay of 347 days in filing the connected appeal is hereby condoned. Registry to register the connected appeal and list for admission, highest and disposal.
And next, my lord, item 52 and 53 also will be same, my lord, but delay is 50 and 345 days.
Otherwise, everything is same.
Everything, case number will be different and my lord, delay 350 and 345 days.
Parties are same.
Parties different, my lord. Parties are.
No, the
Yes,
respondent.
yes, same, my lord.
All right, same order. Just check the number of delay.
I'm giving them.
And the judgment date, date, etc.
Yes, my lord.
All right, we'll dispose of.
May I please, your lordship. My lord, step taken both my lord, register court as well as my lord, dusty service, my lord, with the private respondent. An extra copy also served to the my lord, state respondent, my lord. And my lord, regarding dusty affidavit filed today, my lord. Already filed today, my lord.
Dusty on whom? Which respondent?
6 to my lord, 6 to my lord, 14, my lord.
Anybody has appeared?
Yes, Lordship. I'm appearing for respondent number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 14, Lordship.
So 13,
13 received, my lord, but we not.
then you have to file your dusty.
Yes, you lord, already filed, my lord, today.
All right, heard Mr.
M. Islam.
M. Islam, learned counsel appearing for the writ petitioner. Also heard
P. Handick, my
Mr.
lord.
P.
P. Handick.
P. Handick, learned standing counsel, Panchayat and Rural Development Department, appearing on behalf of respondent numbers 1,
1, 3, 4, and 5, my lord.
4 and 5. Miss M. Burman, learned government advocate Assam for respondent number 2, appearing for respondent number 2. And Mr.
M. Ahmed, Lordship.
M. Ahmed, learned counsel who has appeared for respond numbers 7, 8, 9,
6 to 12 and
6 to
14.
12 and 14. Full stop. None has appeared for the respond number 13. However, Mr. Islam submits that in terms of the order of this court, thus the service of notice has already been made on the respond number 13, whereafter an affidavit has been filed on.
So already filed today.
An affidavit has been filed this morning, but the same is not on record. In view of the above, register to list this matter again by tagging the affidavit filed by the petitioner this morning. In the meantime, the learned counsel for respondents may file affidavit.
Let interim may kindly continue.
Interim order passed earlier to continue.
Highly opposed.
My lord, in this matter, my lord, the petitioners, my lord, does not interested to continue, my lord, with the proceeding, my lord. So matter may be closed.
Mr. M. Islam, learned counsel for the petitioner, submits that he has instructions from his client to the effect that they are no longer that she is no longer interested to pursue this matter before this court. As such, this writ petition be disposed of as not pressed. Mr. P. Henry, learned standing counsel, Panchayat and Rural Development Department, as well as Ms. M. Burman, learned government advocate Assam, are present on behalf of the official respondents and do not have any objection if the prayer is allowed. In view of the above, the writ petition stands disposed of as not pressed. Any interim order here?
Yes, your lordship.
Interim order passed earlier shall stand vacated. Yes.
May I please, your lordship? Lordship, I would like to make a small prayer, lordship. Item number 18 with senior counsel Dr. Saraf appeared, lordship. Your lordship will fix the date on 9th, lordship. But on 9th, lordship, senior counsel has some difficulty. He has to attend some function, lordship. So if it can be on 11th, lordship.
11th.
Highly obliged.
Who has taken the order? Day. Acha. Put 11. All right.
Highly obliged.
Yes. So part 2 matters. What about part 2? Anybody ready?